Coltin, we've asked everyone else this. What does it feel like to you to be out here representing TCU at the Big 12 Media Day?
It's a true blessing, being able to come out here and represent my team along with these other 5 guys. It's a great honor to be able to, that our coaches chose me to be able to come out here and represent the team and talk about how everything's going and what to look forward for this year. So.
We saw you slide over back to center in the spring. It looks like that's going to be your position this fall. Your more natural position, maybe
yes, ma'am.
You're more comfortable.
Yep.
How excited are you to get to be the anchor point of that?
I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this for a little while now. Playing the past few years at left guard. But I'm excited to get back to my natural roots and play center again, take control of the offense and the O-line in that matter, and just get things rolling back to where the TCU used to be able to do things. So
you and Cade also getting healthy at guard spots, some young, really impressive tackles in the mix there. Just talk about the growth of the offensive line this spring with the expectations.
I was talking about earlier. Our O-line has just elevated our game. We have so many old dudes now, part of our group, and I think just the young guys now are following along with us, like guys like Ryan Hughes, Rasheed Jackson, you got on the other side, Ben, Q Harris. Those guys have really elevated their game and just are not trying to make as many mistakes as they used to. And it definitely showed in the spring ball and throughout all season in that aspect of things. They're not making jumping off sides, doing that kind of thing. They're all focused, leading the pack, and it's a great feeling to have those guys that are growing up now. And so
I know you've been asked this probably once or twice, but the run game last year wasn't as good as y'all wanted it to be. What makes you feel like it's going to be better this year?
Honestly, I think it just starts with our mentality. Coach Ricker really has developed our mentality, just be grit. We're just going to go out there and be gritty dudes every single play, we're going to go out there and play smash mouth football, and we're going to go out there and try and run the rock every single time. When our name gets called to run the ball, we're going to be able to run the ball this year. And I think that's what I'm most excited about because we got Cade back. We got guys that, like I said, elevating their game, and I'm excited for it. So.
There's a lot of youth in the backfield behind you that guys will be opening up holes.
Yeah.
What are you seeing out of those young running backs who've kind of elevated their play through the spring?
Yeah, just development. I think those young guys, you got older guys like Barnes and you got Trent Battle, guys like that, they're taking those young guys under the wing and really just teaching them the game. And I think those young guys, I'm excited to be able to block for them because I see a lot of talent in the guys like Nate Palmer, John Denman, guys like that. And Jeremy Payne open up the backfield for the running lanes for them because they're all athletes and they can run the rock. So I'm excited to be able to
Year 3 with Coach Bryles. How comfortable are you guys in this offense?
Yeah.
What's the expectations from a player perspective?
Yeah, I think it's just development. We understand the playbook now. We're not all scrambling around trying to learn it. And I think Coach Bryles really took the slowed down the offense last year a little bit with because that first year he was here, it was all up tempo, upbeat. We were getting on the ball right away, and that kind of led to some mental mistakes from outside guys, inside guys on the line, But I think now that we're able to slow things down and we do that little muddle huddle, I think we're able to actually sit there and look at the defense and be like, all right, this is what we're going to rock with. And I think Coach Bryles has done a great job with getting the young guys up to speed. And you haven't seen a step back from anyone, and no one's fallen off the ledge. Everyone's stayed on track with everything, so it's good feeling.
You mentioned taking a step back and looking at the defense. You guys have had some really good battles in the spring with the defensive line, a lot of veteran talent along that line. What have you seen from those guys? Because I know one of their emphases was trying to stop the run.
Yeah.
You're trying to improve on the run. So what were those battles like?
Yeah, you got guys like Ansel coming in from Washington State, just using his leverage every single day. He's a strong kid. You got Marcus on the inside. You got Zach Chapman, Paul. You got all those, Devin. You got a bunch of dudes that are they're just guys that, and the best part about them is they're so on the attack now, and we've really embraced it as an O-line and D-line. We lift together, we run together, we do everything together, and we just our big emphasis this whole offseason was stop the run the ball, and we would literally scream that in the middle of workouts just to get that. Remember, that's the mentality for this year, and that's what I'm most excited about from our defensive side of the ball. So.
The quarterback-center relationship is very unique in sports, right? What have you seen of Josh going through really his first spring ball, and how has he grown and developed? How do you think you two can work together?
That's the best thing about Josh is his study of the game. He understands it so well. I've never seen someone when I lived together. We lived together for 2 years, and they were most nights where you're sitting back on the couch chilling. He was up in the film room watching film about that week, who we're playing, just trying to gain knowledge on everything that they do. And I think that's the best thing that has helped Josh elevate his game to the next level, is just being a ball player. And he's playing with so much confidence now, and that's the best thing you can have as a quarterback, is confidence. So.
When you think about Josh too, there was a pretty public opportunity for him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Would have hit the portal. You guys didn't lose hardly anybody to the transfer portal
Yeah.
this offseason. What does that say about TCU as a program?
It's a family, man. I mean, I think that's like we've turned our team into a player-led team, and I think like when we get guys to come in on visits, we're able to sit there and look the coaches in the eyes and be like, they might not be the best fit for TCU, like as a team, because they don't fit our culture, and they'll listen to us. But I think at the end of the day, I think guys that are just buying into the program and just really taking that full opportunity of being a TCU football player and knowing it's not taking it for granted, which is the best thing. So,
what do you see the traits that make a TCU football player? What are the types of things you're looking for in a guy off the field to join this program?
You got to be tough. That's what our backbone of our team's built on, is just being a tough team no matter what. And I think anyone that wants to come to TCU, you got to be a tough dude. You got to be able to go out there and want to play for the Horned Frogs and represent the history of the school and everything. So, yep. Cool.